turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog.
It's week 17 of the National Football League. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow as he's moved past 3,000 yards.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Singletary to get the drive started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Midfield, here's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get 2 kills?
And it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it? It does.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between 2 of the real up-and-comers in the AFC. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run the option left. Allen, nifty footwork. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Allen. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs from 6 yards away. And the Bills are back within a score.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Here we go. Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
43 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Bengals at 11-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good,
and it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Going right back, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and a lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Throwing again on second down. Allen forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Williams to return. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And
this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
Break all the tackle with the partner because his yards per carry is skyrocketed. Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Allen again. Quick toss to Knox. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Allen.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, That leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
177 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. But what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, granted, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys will be able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Williams. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. For a lot of guys. There's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Cincinnati. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground. Evans again.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Allen going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. To the air, Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And again, it's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now Allen. It's caught by Davis.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Pirine. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Pirine. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:38 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Into the hands of Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One final try here for Allen. Throw right side caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain?